Hey guys, what's up? So as you know, a lot of Apple products dropped this week and all of them just arrived at my doorstep at the same time. So I thought rather than doing a bunch of unboxing videos, why don't we just unbox the whole lot together and have a first look at the new products? Let's ramble.
Hold up, things go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it wants.
Alright guys, I don't know about you, but this unboxing stuff never gets old to me. It's still one of my favorite parts of this whole tech thing, especially when it comes to Apple products. I don't know if it's the packaging, but whatever it is, Apple definitely has the unboxing game on lock. I obviously love using and reviewing these products even more, but there's just something about taking a crisp new product out of the box for the very first time, knowing it will never look as good again as it does right now. So let's just start unwrapping this stuff first so we know what products we're even looking at before we go into a bit more detail about each one of them. Right. All right, of course, we have the iPhone 16 Pro Max in the new Desert Titanium color. This little box on top. We've got Airpods 4. We have both models, both ANC and non-ANC models. I'll get back to that in a second. And this one here looks like an iPhone box, but isn't. Is the new Apple Watch Ultra, the black titanium version, and I very much look forward to unboxing that one. And lastly, and I do have some mixed feelings about this one that I'll also get back to later, are the Airpods Max in midnight blue this time, which I think looks really nice, but we'll see. All right, so let's start with the AirPods and then work our way up, I guess. Okay, there's nothing in the box, just, you know, some documentation. No stickers. I don't think there's going to be stickers in any of the boxes actually this year. And here, ooh, that really is small. I saw in the pictures that it's going to be smaller than the previous version, but it actually is really small. It's a tiny little case, and my hands aren't that big. So, wow. And same packaging here. Packaging is a bit weird this year. It's a bit finicky. It's not a smooth process. So as you can see, I ordered both the regular version and the ANC version because I want to do a review of both and compare them against each other and against the AirPods Pro 2, which did not get an upgrade this year, and I'm a little bit bummed out about that. The case is very, very small. As you can see, both versions are seemingly equally small, and they both have USB-C, thank God. You'll notice that the cases are not exactly the same because the ANC version does have speakers on the bottom, which will help with the Find My feature, and you'll also hear them chime and stuff when you charge them. But that's not the only difference. These also have wireless charging, which the regular model does not, and that kind of sucks. And even the ANC version does not have MagSafe charging. It works with an Apple Watch charger and it supports Qi charging as well. Probably also Qi 2. But yeah, if you get the regular version, USB-C seems to be your only option. Between that and the lack of ANC, I'm wondering if it even makes sense to buy the regular version since the difference is only 50 bucks. I guess I'll have to reserve my opinion till after my reviews. Who knows, maybe they're actually really good. But you know, theoretically, I don't think these make a whole lot of sense to me. All right, moving on to their bigger brother, the AirPods Max. Now I have a few thoughts on that. With smart case, it says, which means it's still that little bikini / purse looking thingy, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't really know what the deal is with this case. It's not just a look, but it's also not very protective, you know? So the first thing I usually do is get a third-party case that actually protects it, like the ones from Walnut that I like very much. See if I can stick on some B-roll so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't really get the design, but whatever. Maybe there's people that do. So these are the Midnight, yeah. Okay. Well, look, I'm a huge fan of Midnight. People that are regulars to the channel already know. I got the M2 MacBook Air in Midnight. My current iPhone 15 Pro Max is actually in Midnight. I really do like this color. I'm a little bummed out actually that this color doesn't exist for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I probably would have picked it again, but anyway. So yeah, these look, you know, the same as the previous ones. Obviously with USB-C, which is great. And guys, if I'm being totally honest with you, I'm low-key pissed off about these because as far as I know, after all these years of waiting, there's only 2 upgrades, one of which isn't really even an upgrade. It's just a change, and that's new colors. They now come in Midnight, Starlight, Blue, Orange, and Purple, but the real upgrade is the USB-C port. And that is actually quite nice. I'm not a fan of the Lightning port, as many of you know. And to see the Lightning port be replaced by USB-C on yet another one of my favorite products is very nice. With that said, it absolutely baffles me that after all these years, there's still no adaptive audio, no conversation awareness, no new Siri interaction, no voice isolation, no personalized volume, no water or dust resistance, which really isn't great news for use in the gym and by the pool, etc. Bluetooth 5.0 as opposed to a newer 5.3, and it is still on the H1 chip. That's right, these flagship Apple headphones that still sit at the eye-watering price of $549 US don't even have the H2 chip. They will also have none of the newly announced hearing aid features, and mind you, these are all features that will be available on the AirPods that are almost half the price. Anyway, it just so happens that I lost my silver AirPods Max on a recent flight back from the US, so I did pick up a pair and I'm quite excited about the new color Midnight. I have a white pair but with a lightning port that I use at home, but I do love the way the Midnight looks. I don't care for the brighter pastel looking color, so I think this was the right choice for me, and I do appreciate not having to carry that stupid lightning cable anymore. I will be reviewing these, by the way, because I want to talk to you guys about whether this is still worth it in 2024. So if you're interested in these AirPods Max or you own a pair and you have some opinions, be sure to tune in and share your thoughts with us. Oh, and like I said, there's a cable, but no sticker or anything like that. It's just some documentation and the cable, which I would have thought would have been Midnight as well, but for some reason it's white. No big deal, I mean, it's a cable. Now, before we move on, a quick word from ESR, who have been kind enough to sponsor this video. Whether you're picking up a crispy new iPhone 16 or you're sticking with your trusty model for another year, a good solid charger is probably the most important accessory to have. And for that, I recommend ESR. They have consistently been dropping good products these past couple of years, and I especially recommend them if you're looking for all-in-one solutions. This 3-in-1 wireless charging station features Qi 2 charging and charges almost everything you see on my desk today. The powerful 15-watt MagSafe charger charges the iPhone Pro Max from 0 to 100% in just 2 hours, which is significantly faster than most other Qi 2 chargers, and it does so by using ESR's Cryo Boost technology, keeping the charger and your phone cool so it can provide a consistently fast charge. The Apple Watch attachment, which can be used separately by the way, fast charges the Apple Watch Ultra in 1 hour and 40 minutes. And that's probably my favorite feature because all third-party Apple chargers I've tested are optimized for the smaller Apple Watches, which means the Ultra only gets a trickle charge, not a fast charge. This one blows at full speed. And of course, there's a spot for the AirPods as well, making this the perfect all-in-one for power users. Now, if you're away from your desk a lot, definitely check out the kickstand power bank for those on-the-road top-ups. It's ultra compact and slim, only 15.5 millimeters thick, which makes it 38% slimmer than its competitors. It also features cool charging through intelligent temperature monitoring, which means this battery bank stays cool where others get hot. To give you an idea, the 15-watt Qi 2 charging gets the iPhone Pro up to 84% battery in under 2.5 hours on a wireless charge. As a tech reviewer, I have a drawer full of iPhone battery packs, but the double award-winning kickstand on this one makes it super convenient to watch content in both portrait and landscape mode. If you want the full package, definitely also check out the car charger, which comes with the same Cryo Boost with its fast charging benefits as its big 3-in-1 brother, and it will keep your phone cool even when using GPS navigation all the time. If you want to check any of these out for yourself, there will be links in the description below. Now, next up, we have the new black titanium Apple Watch. Now, I say new, but much like the AirPods Max, this Apple Watch Ultra isn't technically new. It's still the Ultra 2, but with a bit of a facelift. So let's have a look. Little booklet. I'm not really sure why they include these things. I mean, if we want to be environmentally friendly, do we really need this? I don't think so. Ah, yes, so there's 2 packages. One is the actual watch, and then we have the case. I do like this packaging. Looks much nicer than the white. Again, a fast charger, because a lot of people don't seem to realize that, you know, any old Apple charger doesn't fast charge your Apple Watch Ultra. You're gonna need the specific one that is made for the Ultra, which will charge it much faster. The other one will take like 6 or 7 hours, which is way too long. And then we have the actual watch. And I got my old one here around my wrist, the OG, just for comparison. It's not as black as I thought it would be for some reason. What's the size? Is it the same size? Exactly the same size. It looks a bit smaller, but that's probably because of the color. Darker colors tend to do that. So yeah, like I said, it looks not as black as I thought. I thought it was going to be really, really black. This is more like a space gray. I don't know. What do you guys think? Here, have a look. Doesn't look very black to me. It's more like a space gray, right? Anyway, it does look cool. I think it's, yeah, I do like it better than the original one. Could also be because you know, I'm a little tired of it, but yeah, I like it. But the thing I've been looking forward to probably even more is this Milanese loop. That's how you adjust it. My wrists are relatively large compared to my hands and stuff. I like it to be not too loose, like not too tight, but definitely not too loose. Let's see if I get it right the first try. If you need to take this off several times a day, this is probably not the band I would recommend, but boy, does it look good. Now, the reason why I even picked this up is that I skipped last year's upgrade to the 2, and I do really like the look of the black chassis, as well as this titanium Milanese loop. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I've been wearing my mechanical watches a lot more recently, but this fresh new look makes me want to wear my Apple Watch again. It's also nice to have a fresh new battery. While the battery on my OG isn't bad, there's definitely been some deterioration, and I'm not getting those almost 3 days that I got when I first bought it. So yeah, that's a very welcome little refresh for me. And I'm sure we can find a very good home for my Ultra One. It served me very well. Now guys, last but not least, let's open up this last box, the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And this time I went for the new Desert Titanium color. I really hope this time it's an actual new color, because Apple's in the habit of renaming the color gold over and over again. So let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty gold to me. Okay, I really do like this part. I hope you can hear that. That's what I call crispy. All right, it does look, I don't know. I'm undecided. I do like the new sides. It's a bit more smooth, I guess, than the old ones. I'll definitely compare it to my current iPhone 15 Pro Max when I do the full review. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it looks like a bit of a combination of yellow gold and rose gold, I guess. I'm not really sure where the desert is in this thing, but so yeah, I'm pretty sure Apple got us again and just renamed the good old gold phone. I don't know. I don't know, okay? I'm undecided. Look, ultimately it doesn't really matter. It looks fine, and I'm gonna slap a case on it anyway. By the way, if you're into cases, I recently did post a video showing all the colors of the silicone cases. They're right behind me over there. So yeah, check that video out if you're interested in those cases. A couple of you guys asked me in the comments about the new Beats cases for the iPhone 16 lineup, so I went ahead and ordered those as well. So let's just grab them real quick and see what they look like on this phone so you get an idea. About these cases, by the way, especially the lighter ones, they do smudge quite a bit. Actually, I got that wrong. The lighter colors don't show it as much, but if you look at the black one, yeah, you see, it is very, very smudgy, and I don't even think it comes across on camera as it does in real life because it's covered in fingerprints. I do not like that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this particular one. One thing I do like about these gold phones, or the brighter phones anyway, is that it always looks really nice inside of a case. Darker phones tend to disappear a little bit, especially in the darker cases, but the light phone against a dark or a bright case always looks really nice to me. So this is the blue one, and I kind of prefer these over the silicone cases personally, because they are still lint magnets. I know Apple said it wouldn't be the case this time, or at least less, but trust me, I've tried them, and as soon as I got them out of the box, I already had little fuzzies from this felt mat on it. So yeah, it's definitely still a lint magnet. All right, here we have the white. I think it's stone. They have some really weird names for these cases, but let's just call it stone. This one I actually like a lot. because it looks clean, but also because this is the color that you will least see the fingerprints on. And with the gold, it actually doesn't look that bad, and you don't see the sides anyway, except on the bottom. That's one thing to keep in mind with these Beats cases. If you compare it to the silicone ones, these are covered all around, so you got your bottom protected as well. This side is completely open. Now that can be an advantage. I have some really thick cables, especially when I'm using Thunderbolt cables. They tend to be very thick and they don't always fit in here. So that's nice, but yeah, it's not great for protection, obviously. So that's a bit of a trade-off that you're gonna have to make. But what I do like about these is that they are hard. There will be no lint sticking to it. Probably not gonna collect too much dust in here either. And it does also have the sapphire button that you get on these, which is a conductor, which means that you can actually use the new camera control feature. I guess it's not really a button. If you look at some of the third-party cases, they generally have a cutout, which works fine, but then there's another part that's not protected. So I guess this kind of makes sense. Obviously, I haven't tried it yet, so I will definitely pay some attention to that when I'm reviewing these things. But yeah, on paper, I think I prefer this over a cutout. Then we have the purple one. Probably not what it's called, but you get the idea. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, I got a lot of crap in one of my previous videos for saying it looks feminine, so I won't gender the phone. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is not my thing, but I'm sure some people will like it, especially with the light phone. I think it looks pretty good. And then lastly, the black one, which I'm really, really bummed about, because if I'm being super honest, this is my favorite color. I just can't stand the fingerprints. It's gonna drive me nuts. So yeah, there you have it. All 4 of the Beats cases. I'll line them up one more time. And I also did do a little YouTube short if you want to have another look at them, but this is what they look like. So here, I don't know if you can see that, but for me, it's really, really visible now. You have smudgy as hell, pretty smudgy as well, not smudgy at all, and a little bit smudgy. So if you are bothered by fingerprints, these are the ones to go for. Anyway, I do really look forward to reviewing this phone, especially the new camera features, and I also want to see whether that new camera control feature will turn out to be something I really use, or whether it's just another gimmick. Alright guys, thank you for letting me share this Apple unboxing bonanza with you guys. I can't wait to review all of this stuff for you, and please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when those reviews hit the channel. See you soon.